Welcome to the QuickBooks Chapter 12 lecture video. At this point, you should have a good understanding of operating QuickBooks and be able to create and set up a new company file, update lists and centers, record transactions in the Activities windows, and view and print reports. In this chapter, we learn how to customize the desktop, lists and centers, merge entries, create custom fields, and customize activities by personalizing the Create Invoices window and related printed invoices. We will learn how to prepare a letter in Microsoft Word and memorize transactions. Then we learn how to customize reports and memorize the settings, export a report to Excel, process multiple reports, change report default settings, and view and print graphs. Finally, we will conclude the accounting cycle by viewing fiscal year closing, setting the closing date, and preparing for the new fiscal year. The home page opens each time you create or open a company file, unless you have set it to not open by default. The default can be changed so that the home page displays each time the company file is opened. The home page can also be customized to your choices. To display the home page, click Company on the main menu bar and click Home Page. There are two tabs on the home page, the Home Page tab and the Insights tab. Click the Home Page tab if necessary. The Home Page tab has 5 tab sections labeled Vendors, Customers, Employees, Company, and Banking. Vendors, customers, and employees are the centers we worked with in the chapters. Clicking them opens the centers. The home page also displays icons and certain tasks and the workflow related to each center. You can click the icon to move to the respective window. In some cases, a drop-down menu will appear with additional choices. To access a window using the icons on the home page, in the Vendors section, click the Enter Bills icon. The Enter Bills window opens. This window was used in Chapter 2 when non-inventory items were purchased using the Expenses subtab. It was accessed using the Vendors option from the main menu and clicking Enter Bills. Close the Enter Bills window with the X in the upper right corner of the Enter Bills window. In the Vendors section, click the Receive Inventory icon. A drop-down list displays 2 choices: Receive Inventory with Bill and Receive Inventory without Bill. Click Receive Inventory with Bill. The Enter Bills window opens. In Chapter 5, when inventory was purchased and received, the transaction was recorded in the Enter Bills window using the Items subtab. It was accessed using the Vendors menu from the main menu bar and clicking Receive Items and Enter Bill. Close the Enter Bills window. For the practice exercise on page 12-4, scroll down to the Customer section on the home page and click Create Invoices. The Create Invoices window opens. Click the X in the upper right corner to close the Create Invoices window. Scroll down to the Employee section and click the Enter Time icon. On the submenu, click Use Weekly Timesheet. The weekly timesheet, which was used in Chapter 11, displays. Close the window with the X in the upper right corner. Scroll up to the Company section and click the Chart of Accounts icon. The Chart of Accounts list displays. Close the window with the X in the upper right corner. Scroll to the Banking section and click the Reconcile icon. The Begin Reconciliation window used in Chapter 10 opens. Close the window with the X in the upper right corner. Icons are added or removed from the home page depending on the company preferences. Preferences are enabled, turn on or off, when a new company file is set up. This was done in Chapters 6 and 7. When a preference is enabled, turned on, choices appear on the drop-down menu, on the main menu bar, and on the home page. In Chapter 12, most preferences for Kristen Rayna's company have been enabled. Currently, Kristen Rayna is not using estimates, so there is not an estimates icon. Upon enabling the estimates preference, the estimates icon will appear on the home page. To enable a preference to customize the home page, click Edit on the main menu bar and click Preferences. The Preferences window opens. Click the Desktop View icon in the left pane. Click the Company Preferences tab. Note that the Estimates preference is off. If a preference is enabled, you cannot remove the icon from the home page. To remove the icon from the home page, you would have to disable the preference. If the Estimates preference is enabled, the Estimates icon will appear on the home page. In the Related Preferences section, click Estimates. You are moved to the Jobs and Estimates page. At the Do You Create Estimates field, click Yes and click OK. If you get a warning message, click OK. Open the home page by choosing Company on the main menu bar and clicking Home Page. The Estimates icon now appears in the Customer section of the home page. The three areas on the right side of the home page, Account Balances, Do More with QuickBooks, and Backup Status, cannot be removed from the home page. They can be minimized by clicking the up arrow beside each. That way, only the title would be displayed. To see the information again, click the down arrow beside each. Close the home page with the X in the upper right corner. The Preferences window is used to change the default setting for displaying the home page when opening a new company file. To change the default setting for the home page, click Edit and then click Preferences. The Preferences window opens. Click the Desktop View in the left pane. Click the My Preferences tab, if necessary. If you prefer the home page to open when opening a company file, click the checkbox next to Show Home Page when opening a company file. If not, do not check it. Click OK. There are also two icon bars that can be used to access lists, centers, activities windows, and reports. The left icon bar and the top icon bar. To view the left icon bar, click View on the main menu bar and click Left icon bar to place a check mark beside Left icon bar to enable it. If there is no check mark, it is disabled. The left icon bar is displayed. The left icon bar has four sections: Search, Content, Categories, and Do More with QuickBooks. The information in the Content section changes depending on which category is selected. The left icon bar can be customized to add, delete, or edit the icons in the My Shortcuts content list. If you scroll down in the Content section, you will notice that part of the text name for the icon displays. To add an icon to the left icon bar, click View on the main menu bar and click Customize Icon Bar. The Customize Icon Bar dialog box opens. On the left side, there is a list of the icons you just scrolled through on the left icon bar. At the bottom is an option to reorder the icons. You are also provided the choices to add, edit, or delete icons from the left icon bar. Click the Add button. The Add Icon Bar item window appears. Scroll through and click Calculator. Click OK. Click OK to save the change. The Calc icon is added to the left icon bar at the bottom of the list in the Content section. An additional way to add icons to the left icon bar is when a QuickBooks window is open. You can click the View menu and there will be a choice to add window to icon bar. To edit an icon on the left icon bar, click View on the main menu bar and click Customize Icon Bar. The Customize Icon Bar dialog box opens. Scroll up or down and click ACCNT to select it. Then click Edit. The Edit Icon Bar item window opens. Delete ACCNT in the label box and type Chart ACCTS and click OK. Then click OK in the Customize Icon Bar window. In the left pane, scroll up or down to find Chart ACCTS. To remove an icon from the left icon bar, click View on the main menu bar and click Customize Icon Bar. Click Calendar to select it and click Delete. The calendar icon is removed from the list. Delete the following items: REG, RMND, Feedback, User Licenses, Services, Add Payroll, and DOCS. Then click OK to save the changes. Please read the bottom of page 12-8 for information on the category section and the Do More with QuickBooks sections of the left icon bar. To view the top icon bar, click View on the main menu bar and click Top Icon Bar to enable it. The top icon bar displays. To hide the icon bars, click View on the main menu bar and click Hide Icon Bar. The way sub-accounts of parent accounts are displayed can be customized to be indented or not, and display with or without the parent account. First, we will customize the chart of accounts. To open the chart of accounts list, click Lists on the main menu bar and click Chart of Accounts. Click the Account button. You will notice that Hierarchical View has a check mark beside it. We want to click Flat View to change the view. Notice that in Flat View, sub-accounts are not indented under parent accounts. We will now change the view back to hierarchical. Hierarchical view is my preference, but you must decide yours. To change, click the Account button and click Hierarchical View. Once it is changed to hierarchical view, the sub-accounts are indented under the parent account. Close the Chart of Accounts window with the X in the upper right corner. Next, we will customize the Account Listing Report. To open the Account Listing Report, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to List, scroll into the submenu, and click Account Listing. Notice the sub-accounts 1725 and 1750 and 1825 and 1850 are listed next to their parent accounts. Open the Make General Journal Entries window by clicking Company on the main menu bar and clicking Make General Journal Entries. In the Account box, click the down arrow and click Account 1725. Notice that both the parent account 1700 and the sub-account 1725 are displayed. Close the Make General Journal Entries window with the X in the upper right corner. Close the Account Listing window if you haven't already. To change the default setting of sub-accounts, we change the preferences. To open the Preferences window, click Edit on the main menu bar and click Preferences. In the Preferences window, click Accounting in the left pane. Click the Company Preferences tab. Click the checkbox next to Show Lowest Sub-Account Only to place a check mark in the box and click OK. To see the effect of this default setting change, reopen the Make General Journal Entries window by clicking Company on the main menu bar and clicking Make General Journal Entries. The Make General Journal Entries window opens. In the Account box, click the down arrow and click Account 1725. Notice that the account is shown by itself without the parent account 1700. Close the Make General Journal Entries window with the X in the upper right corner. Now we will open the Account Listing Report to see the effects of the default setting change. To open the Account Listing Report, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to List, scroll into the submenu and click Account Listing. Notice that the sub-accounts are listed on lines without the parent accounts. Close the Account Listing Report. Accounts can be merged together. We will merge the telephone expense account together with the utilities expense account into one utilities expense account. Open the journal report for 2/28/17. To view the journal, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Accountant and Taxes, scroll to the submenu, and click Journal. Change the from and to dates to 2/28/17 and click Refresh. Notice that the Twin City Telephone Company transaction is listed as account 6450 telephone expense. We will merge the accounts together in the Chart of Accounts list. To view the Chart of Accounts list, click Lists on the main menu bar and click Chart of Accounts. The Chart of Accounts list opens. Notice that there are two separate accounts for telephone expense and utilities expense. Click on the telephone expense account to select it. Click the Account button and click Edit Account. The Edit Account window opens. Change the number to 6500 and click Save and Close. A dialog box appears asking you if you would like to merge the accounts. Click Yes. The Chart of Accounts list is updated to show that there is only a utilities expense account now and not two separate accounts for telephone and utilities expense. If you open the journal for February 28th now, you will notice that the telephone bill is now listed as 6500 utilities expense instead of 6450 telephone expense. To view the journal, click Reports on the main menu bar, point to Accountant and Taxes, scroll to the submenu and click Journal. Change the from and to dates to 2/28/17 and click Refresh. Notice the change. Next, we will create a custom field in the Customer Center. To open the Customer Center, click Customer on the main menu bar and click Customer Center. The Customer Center opens. Double-click the first record, Alomar Company. The Edit Customer dialog box opens. Notice that in Alomar's address, they are located in Minneapolis. Click the Additional Info tab. Click the Define Fields button. The Set Up Custom Fields for Names window opens. Type Region in the label box. Click under Cust to place a check mark. Click OK. A dialog box displays. Click the box next to Do Not Display this message in the future. Click OK. You are returned to the Edit Customer window. Type Minneapolis in the Region box. Click OK. You are returned to the Customer Center. Now we must add the region for all the customers. Double-click over the next customer, Barrera Bagel Barn. Click the Additional Info tab, type their city, Plymouth, and click OK. Double-click over the next customer, Burger Bakery Company. Click the Additional Info tab, type Minneapolis in the Region box, and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Cook Caterers. Click the Additional Info tab, type Minneapolis in the Region box, and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Franco Films. Click the Additional Info tab, type Minneapolis in the Region box, and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Jenny Guthrie, and click the Additional Info tab. Type St. Paul in the region box and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Hamilton Hotels, and click the Additional Info tab. Type St. Paul in the region box and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Lakeside Hotel, and click the Additional Info tab. Type St. Paul in the region box and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Mountainside Hotel, and click the Additional Info tab. Type St. Paul in the region box and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Riverside Hotel, and click the Additional Info tab. Type St. Paul in the region box and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Beverly Jones, and click the Additional Info tab. Type Bloomington in the region box and click OK. Double-click the next customer, Maria Omari, and click the Additional Info tab. Type Minneapolis in the region box and click OK. Double-click the last customer, Plaza Pizza, and click the Additional Info tab. Type Minneapolis in the region box and click OK. In the Customer Center, click the search icon. The Custom Filter dialog box opens. In the search box, click the down arrow and choose Active Customers. In the inbox, click the down arrow and choose Custom Fields. In the For box, type Minneapolis, click Go. 6 customers are in Minneapolis. Click the X button to close the filter and click the search magnifying glass again. In the Custom Filter box, search Active Customers in the Custom Fields for St. Paul and click Go. 5 customers display. Close the Customer Center. On the main menu bar, click Customers and click Create Invoices. On the main menu tab, click the previous arrow until you see Invoice 1017. Click the Formatting tab. Click the Preview button. The invoice is displayed. Click the Close button to close the preview. On the Formatting tab, click the Manage Templates button. In the left pane of the Manage Templates window, click the Intuit Service Invoice and click the Copy button. In the Template Name box, delete Copy of Intuit Service Invoice and type Job Invoice and press the Tab key. Notice that Job Invoice now displays in the left pane also. Click OK. You are moved to the Basic Customization window. Click the Additional Customization button. In the Additional Customization window, click the Columns tab. In the Description field, click the checkbox under Screen to remove the check mark. The Layout Designer dialog box opens. Click the checkbox next to Do Not Display this message in the future and click OK. Click the checkbox under Print in the Description column to remove the check mark. Click the Print checkbox beside Item to add a check mark. The Overlapping Fields dialog box opens. Click Continue. Click the checkboxes beside Service Date to place a check mark in each. The Overlapping Fields dialog box appears. Click Continue. Click OK in the Additional Customization box. You are returned to the Basic Customization window. Click OK. On the Formatting tab, click the Customize Data Layout button. Click the Columns tab. Change the order of the data fields. Key a 2 next to Service Date and a 1 next to Item, a 3 next to Quantity, and a 4 next to Rate. Click OK. You are returned to the Create Invoices window with the updated job invoice data displayed. On the Formatting tab, click the Preview button. If the Recording Transaction message appears, click Yes to save the job invoice format for this invoice. The invoice is displayed using the custom designed job invoice format. Close the preview window. In the Create Invoices window on the main tab, click the previous arrow until you see invoice number 1015. Click the down arrow beside Template and click on Job Invoice. Click Save and New. At the Recording Transaction dialog box, click Yes. If necessary, open the Create Invoices window again. On the main tab, click the previous arrow until you see invoice number 1014. Click the down arrow and click Job Invoice to change the template to Job Invoice. Click Save and Close. At the Recording Transaction dialog box, click Yes. Close the Create Invoices window. QuickBooks can be integrated with the Microsoft Office suite to create letters in Microsoft Word, or you can export reports to Excel to be customized. To create a letter in Microsoft Word, click Company on the main menu bar, point to Prepare Letters with Envelopes, scroll to the submenu and click Customer Letters. At the Find Letter Templates box, click Copy. Click the Unmark All button to remove the check marks next to everyone's name. Click beside Burger Bakery Company to place a check mark beside it only. Click Next. Click Bounced Check and click Next. Type your name in the name box and Assistant Accountant as your title. Click Next. Notice that a Word icon is flashing at the bottom of your screen. Click on the Word icon to open Word and the letter displays. Close the letter without saving. Close the Letters and Envelopes box with the Cancel button or the X in the upper right corner. Click Banking on the main menu bar and click Write Checks. At the Write Checks window, the account should be 1010 Cash Operating. The check number should be 14. The date should be 6/1/17. The amount is $800. The Pay to the Order of box should contain Nordic Realty. Delete the information in the memo box. Click in the Account box and click on $6,400 Rent Expense. While the check is open, click Edit on the main menu bar and click Memorize Check. At the Memorize Transactions dialog box, click the down arrow beside How Often and click Monthly. Change the date to 7/1/17. Click OK. At the Write Checks window, click Save and Close. When it is time to pay the rent again, you can recall the memorized transaction. To do so, click Lists and click Memorized Transaction List. Click on Nordic Realty to select it if necessary. Click Enter Transaction. The Write Check window opens with the correct check number, date, and amount. We are not recording the transaction at this time. Close the window with the X in the upper right corner. Close the Memorized Transaction List window with the X in the upper right corner. Open the account listing report by clicking Reports on the main menu bar, pointing to List, and scrolling to the submenu and clicking Account Listing. In the Account Listing report, click the Customize Report button. In the Modify Report dialog box, the default tab is Display. The Display tab indicates the fields of information, columns, that can be displayed in the report. Any column title that is checked will display. We did not use the description field or the tax line field, so we can remove these fields from the report. Click beside each to remove the check marks and click OK. The updated report is displayed with the columns removed. Widen the account and account number column by placing your mouse pointer over the dotted line between the account and type column headings and to the right of the account number heading. You will see a heavy black line with a double-headed arrow. Hold down your left mouse button and drag to the right. Let go of the mouse button. We use this same method to widen columns in Microsoft Excel and Access. In the account listing, Click the Customize Report button to open the Modify Report dialog box. Click the Header/Footer tab. Click the check boxes next to Date Prepared and Time Prepared to remove the check marks beside them. Change the subtitle date to June 30th, 2017 and click OK. The report header has been modified. In the Account Listing Report, click the Memorize button. Key the name of the report as shown and click OK. Close the Account Listing Report with the X in the upper right corner. Click Reports on the main menu bar and point to Memorized Reports. Scroll into the submenu and click Memorized Report List. At the Memorized Report List dialog box, double-click Account Listing Custom. The report opens. Close the report with the X in the upper right corner. Then close the Memorized Report List dialog box. Open the Balance Sheet Standard Report by clicking Reports on the main menu bar, pointing to Company and Financial and clicking Balance Sheet Standard. The report displays. Notice that the date and time prepared items appear in the report window. We will remove them using the Customize Report button. Click the Customize Report button. In the Modify Report Balance Sheet box, click the Header/Footer tab. Remove the check mark next to Date Prepared and Time Prepared to remove the check marks and click OK. You are returned to the report. Click the Print button and click Report. Notice the Full Fixed Assets section displays in the report. Click the Close button. Notice the time and date prepared have been removed. Notice there is a Collapse button on the ribbon. This button toggles between Collapse and Expand. These are similar to the plus and minus signs in Excel subtotals and Access Objects. Click the Print button and click Report again. The report displays with the Fixed Assets section only showing net amounts for each asset. Click the Close button. Notice the button on the ribbon now says Expand. Click the Expand button. Do not close the report. To export a report to Excel, click the Excel button and click Create New Worksheet. At the Send Report to Excel dialog box, click the Advanced button. At the Advanced Excel Options box, click Cancel. Make sure Create New Worksheet and End New Workbook are selected and click Export. Notice that the Excel icon is flashing at the bottom of the screen. Click it. The report opens in Excel. Click the X in the upper right corner to close the report. Click Yes or Save to save the file. Navigate to your flash drive. Save the file as EX12, your name, QBBS. Do not use the brackets in the file name. Create a Balance Sheet Standard Report by clicking Reports on the main menu, pointing to Company and Financial and clicking Balance Sheet Standard in the submenu. Click the Excel button and click Update Existing Worksheet. Click the Browse button. Navigate to where you saved the EX12 Your Name QBBS file and double-click it to select it. In the box underneath, click the down arrow and click Sheet 1. Click the Export button. Click Yes at the dialog box. The Excel icon displays at the bottom of the screen. Click it. The Excel report opens. The date only has changed. Close Excel with the X in the upper right corner. Do not save changes. Close the report with the X in the upper right corner. To process multiple reports at one time, click Reports on the main menu bar and click Process Multiple Reports. Choose All Reports if necessary. Click to place a check mark next to the Accountant Balance Sheet, Accountant Profit and Loss, and Accountant Trial Balance Reports. Change the from date for each to 1/1/17 and the to date for each to 6/30/17. Click Display. All three reports display. Close each report. To set default settings in reports, click Edit on the main menu bar and click Preferences. In the Preferences window, click Reports and Graphs in the left pane. Click the Company Preferences tab. Click the Format button. On the Header/Footer tab, click the boxes next to Date and Time Prepared to remove the check boxes and click OK. Click OK. Click Reports on the main menu bar. Point to Company and Financial. Scroll into the submenu and click Income and Expense Graph. Click the Dates button. Change the dates to 1/1/17 and 5/31/2017 and click OK. The graph displays. Currently, the expenses are shown on the pie chart. Click the Income button to see the income on the pie chart. Close the pie chart. Click Company and My Company. Click the Edit button. Click Report Information in the left pane. Notice that the fiscal year starts in January. Close the Company Information and My Company boxes. In looking at the profit and loss statement for January 1st to June 30th, 2017, there is a profit of $83.39.82. The net income is carried to the balance sheet standard report. If you look at the balance sheet report for 1/1/18, the first day of the new year, the net income from the last year has been transferred to the accumulated earnings account for the new year. If you look at the profit and loss report, there is no income because there are no revenues or expenses. Click Company and Set Closing Date. Click the Set Date Password button. Type the date of 12/31/2017 in the closing date box. Type the word student in both password boxes and click OK. Click the box next to Do Not Display this message in the future to put a check mark in it and click No. Click OK. Open the journal report by clicking Reports on the main menu bar, pointing to Accountant and Taxes, and clicking Journal. Enter the dates of 1/1/17 and 12/31/17. Double-click the 2/2/17 Minneapolis Electric transaction. Change the amount to $500 and click Save and Close. At the recording box, click Yes. Click Cancel at the dialog box. Close the Enter Bills window and the journal report. To condense the company file to prepare for the next fiscal year, click File, point to Utilities, and in the submenu, click Condense Data. In the transactions before a specific date, enter 1/1/2018 and click Next. Choose Create One Summary Journal Entry and click Next. Choose Summarize Inventory Transactions and click Next. Accept Defaults and click Next. Accept the defaults and click Next. Click Begin Condense. This will take a few minutes. Click OK. Display the balance sheet standard report by clicking Reports on the main menu bar, pointing to Company and Financial, scrolling into the submenu and clicking Balance Sheet Standard. Type the date as 1/1/18. Notice the retained earnings account number 32,000. Open the Chart of Accounts list by clicking Lists on the main menu bar and clicking Chart of Accounts. Select the 32,000 account and click the Account button and Edit Account. Change the number to 3030. Refresh the report with the Refresh button and notice the account number changes to 3030.